Now let's see. See, we learned about triangle law of addition, parallelogram law of addition, right? Now in this case, this particular derivation is very important. See, you have parallelogram law, you have vector A and vector B, and the resultant is vector A plus vector B, correct? Now see, and vector A and vector B is making some angle theta with each other, correct? Now we have to represent the resultant in terms of the angle between them, and this is the formula what you will be using for all the problems which you are going to do. Okay, now let's do the derivation. See, you have vector A and vector B. Now remember parallelogram law, we can take it as triangle law also, correct? So you have vector A and vector B, you have the resultant vector R. Now let's call this as OAB. Okay, OAB. Now from B, we drop a perpendicular. Let's say that point is C, and you join AC. Okay. Now we have one triangle which is OAB, another triangle OBC, and one more triangle ABC. So we have basically three triangles. Now the angle between the two vectors, what did we consider it as? We consider that as theta, correct? So angle BAC, that becomes angle theta, correct? And anyway, that BC is the perpendicular. Now let's start with the derivation. See, the resultant, that's basically OB, using Pythagoras theorem, we can call it as OB square is equal to BC square plus OC square, right? Now what is OC distance? It's OA plus AC. So apply that here. So we'll get this as BC square plus OA plus AC whole square, right? Expand. You'll get this as BC square plus OA square plus AC square plus 2OA into AC, correct? This is what we get. Now consider triangle ABC. In ABC, what is AC square plus BC square? It's nothing but AB square. So we apply that here. Okay. Now if you apply that here, so we'll get this as OA square plus AB square plus 2OA into AC, correct? Okay, now we'll go back to triangle ABC itself. You have angle theta. What is cos theta? Cos theta is AC divided by AB, right? So what is AC? AB into cos theta. So substitute that here. So you will end up with OA square plus AB square plus 2OA into AB cos theta, right? Now if you look at that figure, OA is nothing but vector A. So OA square will be nothing but A square, correct? The magnitude of the vector square. So we get this as A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, correct? So A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. This is nothing but R square value, because OB square what we were doing, right? So R square is this. So R is equal to root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Now this is the formula what you will be using for rest of the problems in vectors. Understood, right? Now, one more thing is, see, you have a resultant and the resultant is making some angle phi with the vector, which is vector A, correct? Some angle phi. Now, we have to calculate what is the angle made by the resultant with the vector. So, we'll call that as tan of phi we'll calculate. See, tan phi becomes BC by OC, right? Now, BC by OC is what? OA plus AC, right? Now, BC we need to calculate. Now, again in the triangle ABC, sin theta if you calculate, you will get that as BC by AB, correct? So, BC is equal to B sin theta, right? Substitute. So, we'll get this as tan phi is equal to B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Okay. So tan phi is this. So phi is equal to tan inverse of B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. So this gives you the angle made by the resultant with the vector. Okay. So these two formulas are very important for rest of the problems what you will be doing. Okay. Now you guys learnt about that formula, correct? Now see, in that particular formula, a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Now what I'll do is, I'll try to calculate what is the maximum value for the resultant and minimum value for the resultant. Okay. Now suppose let's say vector a and vector b, they are parallel to each other. Okay, if they're parallel to each other, what is the angle between these two? 0 degree. Right, so substitute. We'll get this as a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 0. What is cos 0? 1. So you'll end up with a square plus b square plus 2ab. What is a square plus b square plus 2ab? A plus b whole square. So r is equal to root of a plus b whole square. So r is equal to a plus b. This is nothing but the maximum resultant. Meaning if the angle between two vectors is 0, its maximum resultant will come. Now for minimum, the angle has to be 180. This is why what we have anti-parallel vectors. The angle between them is 180. So you'll end up with a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, minus 2ab, that's a minus b whole square. So under the root we'll get cancelled, you'll get r is equal to a minus b. So maximum is when angle is 0 and minimum when angle is 180. Understood that? So rest everything, it depends on the angle. Okay.